A quick disclaimer. The only reason I'm stupid enough to say any of this stuff is because I have already lived as much as I need to. I've had enough. I've traveled around the world. I've been with one or two beautiful people. Like, that's it. That's all I need. This is a barren wasteland. That's the only reason I'm going to hit you with these. This is for the children, the next generation. Fuck all the old people in power. Fuck all of them. Start building into the youth. Stop crippling these boys. You're crippling these boys, coach. There's this awful interview show called Between Two Ferns. And I want you guys to go study what that bitch fucking Zach is saying to all the guests. Those are the tactics that the same people who killed Jesus use against our best people. Same tactics. Same tactics. We can't stand for this shit any longer. Zach wants to joke to Brad Pitt about them stealing his, can I borrow some sperms? Knowing damn well what they be doing. Why do you think Drake's singing whatever about flush the fucking shit or whatever? Come on now. It's a sick fucking world. The same people who killed Jesus are still in power. And they work for the devil. You think Drake wants to have to shout out fucking Lucian Grange? Fuck no. It's politics. Politics. The same people in power right now are the same ones who killed Jesus. The same ones who killed Jesus. My first comedy act, I had definitely I listened to it again. That was a one-take freestyle, by the way. And I think I had gone just a little too hard at my guy Joe Rogan. I haven't listened to any of your stand-ups, so I can't say. It's kind of wrong of me to say you haven't ever said a funny joke, but I was kind of just speaking on the podcast. I was a little frustrated at how you would talk about people like Johnny Depp and stuff, and I see him over in Europe right now, and he's really using his voice to say how Hollywood isn't the same anymore, and I think that's impressive, and I like how he's standing up to that huge machine, because that's dangerous. That's not... Literally, it's dangerous. I wanted to add too, because I see a lot of these people talking about how like they wanted to leave California. No, you didn't. No one chooses to leave California. This is the best state in the entire world. I've been all around the world, and this is probably the best place in the entire world. No one wants to go to Texas or someone was claiming Florida was better than California. BS. Why don't you tell the people you got pushed out? Why can't we be truthful? You guys got to always keep it political. Always. I do think Joe would potentially be a really good president, though, and I actually like how he's taken his fighting skills and transferred that over to the interview game. That's definitely something that I admire. And it would be good to have like a warrior type as our president. I think it's pretty clear that that he's probably doing that, especially with how hard he went at Kanye. You could tell he went out of his way to like show us that like Kanye wouldn't be a good president. And I know there was some things in the air or whatever, you know, it's like by any means. I was watching on Joe Rogan, and these two gentlemen came on and they were talking about just how scary technology has gotten, and they mentioned Godlike Tech. Why can't we use this Godlike Tech to get rid of pedophilia? Why? Why don't you guys use it for something good? You just want to like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. You guys want to record and listen to everything we say. Why don't you get the pedos out? Or maybe they're the ones who are in control of the Godlike Tech. If you cannot look at Mark Zuckerberg or at Jeff Bezos and not tell that they are not running their companies, then you are blind. That brings me to my next point. Imagine selling your soul, and in exchange you said, yeah, I want to be a billionaire. And you know what, Satan, after you sell your soul, he's like, yeah, well, guess what? You're a billionaire. There's a billion air particles around you. Congratulations. Why would Kanye be living a nomadic life? It's insanity. Why would Kanye not be good? Why is Mike Tyson at 55 years old having to get back in the ring? Why? Do you guys not see what happened to Ali? You're not supposed to be boxing at 55 years old. And if he's going to get in at 55, why doesn't he box Jake Paul's dad? Not the strapping young boys, and I got nothing against them. I've been really impressed by them. They basically they did what Mickey Rourke wanted to do, what I wish Mickey Rourke would have been able to do. It's like, why didn't y'all do that for Mickey Rourke? Why don't you guys use that godlike tech to stop the human trafficking that's going on? Why aren't our ports being regulated? It's too obvious. It's too obvious. Why don't you protect the orphans? It's too obvious. You can see which ones have the pain in their eyes. It's not hard to tell. It's not hard to tell. They're going to say, oh, you look, you get to meet Justin Bieber. You get to meet Justin Bieber. That's not regular. You're special. You get to go to the theme parks at night after dark. Normal kids don't get to do that, so get back in your cage. And I'm tired of this narrative that every foreign country is against us. There might be some evil people in charge of these countries, say China. Yeah, sure. But that's not the Chinese people are good people. Why do we have to demonize all these people on foreign borders? I want to know who's running this country. Why can't we make our president look a little better? Why can't we protect his image a little better? Why has it got to be red versus blue? With each party just trying to destroy the other, it doesn't make sense. All I know is that our politicians haven't represented us correctly. They never have, and they probably never will. Why have we set up the system to where no one wins? The only way you're going to get rich in this country is if you're going to have to literally do some nasty stuff to make it happen. If you invent something good, they're going to come for you and they're going to use it for bad. Look at the history. Look at the history. Redemption song. Old pirates, yeah, they rob us. Like, why don't they protect the prophets? Why? I don't sign NDAs. I never have and I never will. Never. My next topic, music agendas. Everyone wants to talk about. It's like, if you want to be a music artist, you have to sing about going crazy. Or you got to sing about hitting bitches and stuff. Like, it's just so obvious. Women, or even men, if anyone asks you, do you have someone who loves you? Do you have people who love you and care about you? They are trying to traffic you. As soon as they hear, oh, you have nowhere to go back to, you have no one who loves for you or cares for you, boom, you're next in line. Bring them up to the plate. We got to protect. We got to protect. My next thing I want to talk about. Once upon a time in America, there's a scene where the gangsters, to get to a politician, he finally had a boy, and they switch it out with a girl. And then he gets mad, and they basically blackmail him and say, if you want your son, you got to do this. But then they go back into the room with all the babies, and they forgot where they had put the boy. I think he's really trying to say something else there. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. The next thing I want to talk about. Gigi. The Gigi effect is what I'm going to call it. They're trying to turn us all just like in the middle. All in the middle. I'm pretty comfortable with my sexuality enough to say this. And I thought I had pursued, I thought, I want to hang out around models and, see what's up with the fashion industry. I kind of fell for the allure of it. And I thought, I can hang out with this group of people who, I think they claim that they're homosexuals, and I don't judge. But I know myself. You got to know yourself before you go into those situations. Like when I drink something and there's some horny root in there or something, it's like, I just say this not for myself, but for other people. You got to be careful. They even talked about it, I think, on Joe's podcast, how scientists have been able to turn frogs gay and that sort of thing. You gotta be careful. Know yourself. Know yourself, because they have all kinds of potions and that sort of thing where they can make you think a certain way. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of wicked stuff going on in this world, and I'm a piece of crap myself. I'm not like some on my high horse. At all. At all. I mess up all the time, and I will continue to mess up. But these are just some things I want to share and I want to talk about. You got to be careful out here. You got to be careful out here. There's people who run it, who are running things, and they get off on having like straight males like lust over like a trans woman. And like shout out all the trans people. You just got to be careful. You'll be hanging out with the wrong people and they'll be transitioning you without you even noticing it. And after I got out and stopped hanging out with certain people, I saw other people go into the space, and all of a sudden I see their bodies are changing and they're growing some bitch tits. I'm just saying this so people are warned. Know yourself. Know yourself. So that doesn't work. It doesn't work on a God body. It doesn't. On to my next topic. Joe Biden announced that families are better off than they were before the pandemic, that they have more money. I don't know about you. Not me, though. I had a really nice low-key job at an art house movie theater, part-time. I was loving it. Now that theater is shut down forever. This is the theater I used to go to as a little kid. I hoped I'd be able to take my kids there if I ever had some. But, yeah. But anyway, I was thinking like a $600 stimulus check would have made sense during like the Great Depression. Do they not know the cost of living? Do they not know the cost of living? Why don't they want our people to get ahead? Like the poor, like, don't need that much to be good, but they don't want them to have anything. They want it all for themselves. Yeah, that's all I'm going to leave you guys with for tonight. If you guys disagree with any of this stuff, like these are my opinions, so that's okay, but I'm just sharing how I feel. I'm not saying any of this is necessarily reality or factual, but I want you to think hard about it. You got to watch where the money goes. Like, who owns all the properties in this country? Who owns everything? What are the tactics they use to get it? Imagine you buy your first house. You're a homeowner. You think you're good. You're paying for a few years, and then all of a sudden your water starts getting tampered with. Or all of a sudden, you can't breathe inside your spot. There's many, 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 many dirty tactics being used in this world. The rich get richer. The poor get poorer.